My 4 biological kids were doing well. I mean, don't get me wrong. All the ups and downs, normal family,
Mm-hmm.
teenagers, the whole 9 yards, right? Nothing perfect, but we were doing okay. And the 11 kids that we had fostered, we had been able to help them get onto stable ground and moving forward in a successful manner. And so I thought, okay, I got this. I can help 6 more kids. And 1 year later, I had zero confidence in my parenting ability at all, and just that I can't even figure out what their needs are, much less meet their needs. And over the next 20 years, we went on the wildest roller coaster ride of our life, and we
I
had some of
guess.
the most profound, remarkable, joyous experiences. But we also had some of the deepest, painful, dark times to walk through together as a family. And there was a lot of heartache and a lot of hard times, and times when I felt like I don't know why God trusted me. I can't find my way through this, you know. And
Mm-hmm.
I remember one very distinct experience that I had where I was really questioning and felt like I just couldn't do this. And, you know, God very clearly told me that I had to stop focusing on what might have been, and that opportunity ended when I said yes to taking these kids,
Mm-hmm.
and that I needed to focus on what could be, because it could be great, but I was going to have to let it be great. And in that moment, I recognized that I had gone from this confident parent to this parent who was so overwhelmed and exhausted and drowning that I was only focused on what my life would have been like had I not made this decision. And I didn't even know that that's where all of my thoughts were until that moment, when I started recognizing that everything I thought was, oh my gosh, I would have the perfect life, everything would be fine, I would have all this, I would only have one child left at home, I would almost be an empty nester, everything, you know, the fantasy that we can get caught up in if only I had done something different. And so then I had to start really turning and looking at, okay, how do I make it good? How can I let it be good? And that was a really, really long journey for me, because there were so many ups and downs, and these kids had had so much trauma and abuse in their background. And we had gone through all the training classes, but nothing prepares you for 6 kids all at once who had had a variety of different experiences,
Yeah.
because they hadn't always been kept together, and they'd been in and out of foster care for 9 years. So by the time we had all of them raised, and our youngest we had to eventually put in a facility because he was so emotionally dysregulated that he became dangerous to himself and to us. And walking away from that facility that day was just a heartbreaking moment for me, and a moment where I felt complete failure. That I had failed him, I had failed God, I had failed my husband, all the rest of my kids. And so I took probably about an 18-month personal journey to heal from all of that, and from the sense of failure and the mistakes and all the judgment that I placed on myself. And during that journey, as I was healing and learning some of these emotional regulation tools, and learning how to manage my emotions better, and learning how to recognize my thoughts and to adjust my expectations, because so often our expectations just get us in trouble.